Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome on and all to the first quarter final. I believe it was. I got told that it was that, but maybe I'm misremembering and now I'm panicking. I'm panicking. Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? I do apologize, by the way, before we get into this epic to be battle. I was gonna be like epic to be battle, but then I was so epic, and my English is really struggling. I am very sorry for last round's Hijinks not being up to standard, guys. It was, I thought it would be a lot better back and forth games than it turned out to be, so I promise I will resolutely make sure that all remaining games are just absolutely flawless to today's challenge. You can only kill your opponent if your killing blow is with your face, be it weapon or otherwise. Everything else is a forfeit, so let's see how our contestants get on in game one. Okie dokie, everybody, here we have our first match between Kubak and Lasson. Both handily slaughtered their way to this round, and now both are looking to beat the crap out of each other with their bare hands. Interestingly and very cleverly, Lasson, I think, is doing a delicious tactic. He's playing Warlock with lots of self-damage and taunts so that he can kill himself before Gooby's got a chance to kill him with a weapon, thereby winning by default. That is very, very cool, whereas Gooby's gone for the more obvious choice, the warrior, the master of weapons, but he is doing a taunt-based deck. So that is also quite fantastic. And a very, very strong opening play from him. So this could go either way. I mean, there's a lot of thought gone into these. You can tell they're quarterfinalists. This is really, is it quarter set? I'm going to stop talking about semis and quarter. I'm an adult. Semis and quarters for now. I just don't think it's relevant anymore. Oh, we've even got a hogger roll up in here. That is what you need. Honestly, I'd drop a sparring partner and I would kill the Flame Imp, because then next turn you've got a second sparring partner and then a bolster, and then your board is basically ridiculous. Though, if Lasson does choose to drop his Hellfire, that very much will stop a lot of this, and he is hovering over it. Does look like that's what he's going to go for. Oh no, he's actually going to go for the Pit Lord and slam himself down to 14 health. Gooby's got to be feeling a little bit of pressure here, because honestly, I doubt he was expecting the kill yourself tactic. Oh my word, down to 1 health already with the weapon, a combination of both him. In fact, no, he can't do it. He can't do it. What? Why would you do that, Kubak? Oh no! It's a Warlock! All he has to do is life tap Hellfire anything, and then by default he wins. Oh, that was some bad decision making by Gooby there. That was some very, very bad decision making. Oh, 1-0 to Lasson then, with a very, very, very clever Warlock strategy. That is absolutely ridiculously awesome. I love seeing deliciously unexpected things occur. I mean, you could do that with quite a lot of things. You could turn into Jiraxxus and then sacrificial pact yourself and be like, yo, what, I'm a demon lord, but I don't need myself, boom! And you explode with the power of 1,000 suns. Alright, bit more of a classic battle here then, Grosha versus the Druid. Now, the Druid has a few options. He's got a lot of damage, and he also has Claw, he's got the Bite, and he's got his Hero Power, which, granted, is only 4 cards in a Hero Power way of winning, but you have quite a strong base deck as a Druid, which will probably see you to the end, although I am liking the Golden Warriors coming out here. Who's your money on with this one? I actually think this could definitely go either way. I feel like Gooby probably thinks he got robbed of that victory, but all's fair in love and war. The instant upgrade, the Doomsayer as well. Interesting. So he's very much going for a more stally type game, but I don't think that'll work too well against a warrior who's going to be stacking mad armor. He's going to coin out the Grove Tender. That could be a bit of fun. Oh, he's just going to go for the Shapeshift Poke. Guess that makes sense. So we'll probably see the Acolyte of Pain come out here. There's nothing to contest it, so we'll probably get a few draws off it. And there it is. He needs pain. I love Acolyte of Pain. It was one of the first golden cards I ever got, so I just put it in every single deck, and I was just really happy with it. I was like, yeah, it draws so many cards. Just the best card of the game. I mean, that is what is up. Is he playing Fatigue Druid? I mean, it doesn't make a fantastic amount of sense. I guess you can fatigue them low and then finish them with yourself, but there's just so many questions I have right now. Yeah, he's deliberately going to kill the Acolyte. He is actually playing Fatigue Druid. Alright, I'll admit, when I gave them the challenge, you either win with a face attack or you lose, I expected just two heavy weapon decks battering each other in the face, and while that would have been amusing, I'm very happy contestants here are giving it a really good amount of thought and doing some very decent strategies. That is absolutely lovely, is it not? Just absolutely flawless. Oh, I'm having fun watching this. This is just brilliant. I mean, a warrior here, he does want to whack down that shield maiden, but obviously he's got to wait for the next turn. So yeah, really, shield block, armor up. I mean, you don't even really need to shield slam that. I mean, you can. It's just, it's not a threat to you. It's just really, really not a threat. And he's looking in a pretty solid position. Granted, he does need to draw another weapon because he ain't winning that with that kind of poke. The Justicar is a very, very good decision coming out here from Gooby, as it does mean his hero power is much more effective at killing his opponents. Obviously, it doesn't need to be exact damage. It just needs to murder them in the face. And there we go. Even more draws being forced. This is ridiculous. Is he going to bust out the Naturalize? I mean, it doesn't make too much sense because it's not going to make his hand go to maximum. He'd need to combo it with a few other things, but he is trying to power him through his own deck. So we'll see how this goes. And a second Acolyte. I think Lasson would be foolish to drop it. He should be really catching on to what Gooby is trying to do here, and Gooby is in a very precarious position. I mean, the Justicar makes sense here. You can afford to play it, and you just need your upgrade going strong. I mean, you can also naturalize the 5/5. He does have 7 cards in his hand. You can make him draw again with Grove Tender, and you will burn 1 card, which technically would work. He does draw the Fiery War Axe and another shield block, so he is going to go for the burn 1 card tactic. I mean, it would be much better if he had a second Naturalize right now for the 1/4. That would really hammer this home, but he is going to bring back the Grove Tender for future card draw shenanigans. He's going for the coin. What's he planning on playing? He's not got anything that costs 1 mana. Is he just playing it? No, he's just getting rid of it. I mean, he has 8 cards, so it wasn't completely necessary, but that's alright. There goes the card up in smoke, though he does have Gore Howl. Gore Howl with an upgrade is by far the best asset that you could want here. And the thing is, as long as he doesn't leave too many minions on the field, the warrior can't burn his executes, shield slams, etc, etc. Granted, he's got rid of both shield slams, but you know what I'm saying. And we're probably going to see another Grove Tender come out. I mean, the Death's Bite is going on because you might as well. But if he draws another Naturalize, that is going to be a problem, especially if he draws into more draw power. Oh, there's the Cold Light. That needs to go down here. Oh, that is going to be some nice turnage coming up. That is ridiculously good for him. I mean, 13 cards left on the warrior. He is going to force him to fatigue. It's just whether he can get the attack that wins the game. I mean, I really hope there is Claw and Bite in here, or he's going to have a very hard time doing it with a 1 damage poke. The stars would kind of need to line up, and while he does have Starfall, I mean, that's more crashing and burning than anything, so I'm worried for old Gooby here. I'm very, very worried for him. He's thinking between the Healbot and the Cold Light Oracle. The thing is, he's already got too many cards in his hand, and honestly, I'd be tempted to just Justicar here, because you need to get your hero power upgraded, and, you know, at most, Justicar's going to take a Death's Bite hit, which means your face isn't, and that's kind of fine. So there's Dire Shapeshift, something you don't see very often, but 2 armor and 2 attack is not bad for 2 mana, slightly more expensive Claw, and here we have Dr. Boom, who isn't actually going to be that big of a deal for Gooby to deal with. He's got the Poison Seeds, and that's all he really needs. And the Execute going to come out, which is very clever of him. It gets something else out of his hand, which is what he really needs to do here. And then the second growth tender. Not what he wants to see. He might have to poison seeds this and just accept the boombot damage to his face. Because he's got to rely on the fact that he can't die to a non-face attack. That's the deal. Is he going to go for the Wrath and the Starfall? I mean, he could do, leave the boombots alive, but it's risky. It's very, very risky, because they have a very unstable nature. I mean, Kubak, technically, I mean, if he was trying to fatigue himself for the self-kill, that could work out here. He does have ways of killing himself. We'll see what happens with that, actually. That might be his long-term strategy here. Get low enough and then try and kill himself. He's going to drop the heal bot and the Doomsayer, which makes sense. I mean, it forces the Dr. Boom attack to go into the Doomsayer, and then the heal bot's going to sponge, hopefully, both of the others. He's actually going to ignore it. Actually, no, he's just going to go for the execute, of course. What am I saying? I don't really know where I'm going with that, but that's fine. Shield block, drawing another card, which actually is good for Gooby. But then, here comes the execute on the Doomsayer, because it would be a foolish fool of a move otherwise. Especially now he's committed with a Sludge Belcher. What? That? What? What? There's not much logic behind that. I'll admit, that's confused me a little bit. Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something here. I mean, a Cold Light would do fine, actually, and so would the other Growth Tender. I mean, the Warrior is actually rocking 8 cards, so a Cold Light Oracle would cause him to burn one. That might be worth doing. Yeah, honestly, I think Cold Light is fine. Absolutely fine here, because this doesn't do much for him. I mean, it just puts him, unless I'm miscounting. No, he does have 8 cards in his hand, so the Cold Light's the only way of doing this. I'm actually going to give each player a mana crystal, so he's not actually going to use the draw. I suppose that makes sense. We actually see Baron Geddon here for the Warrior. I'm going to be real. I don't think Gooby is in a very good position. He's got to get through 50 health or kill himself. 50 health or kill himself. That's the way that I like to play. And then that's his mixtape that he's going to be dropping very shortly. I think he can kill himself. He's just way too far away from fatigue for that. And he doesn't seem to... I mean, he did actually have 2 Starfires in these last 14 cards, which can nuke his own face for 5 damage. So he's got that going for him. I don't know. I just don't know. There's the Fiery War Axe. The 2 damage. Gonna bring him down to 7. It's a very low amount of health. Very, very low amount of health. There's the Swipe. I mean, he can use it to clear the board, but he also needs to heal up a little bit, because he doesn't want to get Gore Howled. He's going to drop the Cold Light. Make his opponent go to 9 cards. There's the Mulch as well, which is actually a pretty good play here. Just mulch up. Oh, if he had one... Oh, no, you can't swipe your own face, can you? He's going to go for the next Cold Light as well, which is pretty neat, because then Mulch just becomes a free mana destroy an enemy, which is really nice. But the thing is, if he doesn't armor up here, the exact Gore Howl to the face, and he does. Very, very sensible decision there. I really thought he was going to forget Gore Howl even existed as a card, and, well, that was going to result in terribleness. Now, he technically could have gone for the 1 damage draw a card, and then traded both. I don't think it would have made a massive difference, but it's fine this way around. So, I worry here, can he even do the 9 damage? He can't. At most, he can do the 7, so he's going to reduce him to 6, but still, the 2 ammo will put him up to 8. It's actually kind of tricky here. I mean, depending on what gets drawn. Oh, if he plays that, and Gooby draws one of his 2 Starfalls, Moonfires, Starfires, the Moon Bast, the Moon Bass? The Moon Bass! Boom, boom, boom. I don't really know. Starfire! That's the one. Alright, Kubiak can win the game here. All he has to do is kill that. It'll blast him for 2 damage, and then Starfire his own face, and he'll win. Seriously? Why is he not killing himself? Kill yourself, Kubiak! Just kill yourself! Please at least kill the Armorsmith. Not with your face. Not with your face. Is he actually going for the I'm going to win by winning approach here? Because that's not gonna... I mean, actually, technically it might work out. It's just... I mean, I gotta give him credit. As a manly man, Kubiak is going this for the long haul. He really is. I just don't... just don't know. I want to scream at him, kill yourself, but that just is really weird out of context. Just use Starfire on your face. Just use Starfire to your face. No, don't heal. Starfire your face. Just Starfire your face. Oh my god. Oh my god. Starfire your face. Just Starfire your face. I can't, I'm just so speechless as to what I'm seeing here. I mean, if Kubak pulls this off, then more power to him. One card in the enemy deck he's got. I mean, he don't have much way of forcing him to draw anymore. He's used both called like oracles. He should have another naturalize actually hanging around the place. Oh no, this is unreal. This is actually unreal. There goes the Harrison Jones. It's just going to get swiped away. I mean, I got to give props to Kubak if he pulls this off. I really do. And, oh, the Tree of Life! The Tree of Life! No way! Oh, why play the Tree of Life? What are you doing? You crazy, crazy fool. Play that Tree of Life if he doesn't heal up again. He's going to use his hero power. He should follow this with the healing touch just to be safe. Hopefully he will. But the Tree of Life on top of that is absolutely unreal. He's going to actually put the Pyro down. That is a very risky move. And there goes the Shield Maiden. I am just completely in awe of what I am seeing right here. There's just nothing about it. Oh. Okay. I mean, the warrior is still... Actually, no, the Tree of Life pretty much just seals his doom. And then the Antique Heal Bot. Yep, here it goes. The Tree of Life. He should have used the Cold Light Oracle to attack the Shield Maiden. Actually, no, it heals up before the pop. That's fine. And there goes the Shield Maiden. I actually think Kubak might have pulled this off. I mean, he still does need to... Oh, Lasson switching gears and going for the self-kill. That's not a bad idea in this situation. I mean, the Mulch there's going to come out, destroy Alexstrasza, and turn her into the Mighty Dragon of Life becomes a Knife Juggler. Not as exciting, I'll be honest with you. Kubak with 2 cards left in his deck as well, but Lasson doesn't have any self-nukage, so he's got to rely on this fatigue working out for him. Depends if he's going to actually armor up anymore. I mean, he's got the Acolyte of Pain, but no real way to damage it. Oh, that Naturalize would be... He actually can just destroy his own Pyromancer and force his opponent to draw 2 cards here. He'll take a 3 and a 4, which will put him to 12. Followed by a 3 from that, which goes to 9, and then 2 swipes put him to 1. Oh, he's going to do it. No, but that'll put him to 1 health, and then he's just going to kill himself next. In fact, no, he can't kill himself. He literally has no way of killing himself. There's 4. But he's got no way of doing 9 damage here. He should just end this. Just leave that there, and then next turn, wait for the 5 to happen. It will put him to 4. Actually, I think he needs to healing touch his opponent here. He's got to math this so he can do 2 damage. In fact, yeah, if he puts him to 7, the fatigue for 5 will put him to exactly 2, and then he can do it. But the point is, the Acolyte of Pain's the rogue aspect here, because if he can somehow get it to draw, but can he? He can Cruel Taskmaster it. Oh my god, that is so clever. That is so clever from Lasson. There you go. The suicide and the victory. 2-0 in 2 very ridiculous games. Kubak wanted to man it out and gave up his easy victory there. That is a crying shame, but that's how it goes. You got to spot all ways of doing it, and Lasson definitely played a flawless game in that Warrior 1, shifting gears from kill him to kill self effortlessly and pulling it off. I'm happy with that. That was some awesome games of Hearthstone. Let me know what your suggestions are for the next Hijinks that I will be in against my opponent to go and face Lasson in the final. But for now, remember to like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.